has done is to recognize the fraudulent nature of the monetary system, the petrodollar monetary system, and to seek to offer an alternative that will give to mankind more monetary justice. Now we come to that part of the prophecy where they're going to fight over that mountain of gold. An ocean of oil underneath the river Euphrates is now functioning as a mountain of gold, and that's the petrodollar. But they're going to fight over it, said the prophet. And that war is going to be a war unlike every other war in human history, because 99 out of every 100 would be killed. Our opinion is that this is pointing clearly in the direction of the use of weapons of mass destruction, and therefore nuclear war. Why would the leaders of Britain and France and Germany and the United States and Canada and Australia, why would they want nuclear war? Why are they moving in the direction of war with Russia? Why? When they know that this war would result in mutual destruction. Don't they care for their people? The answer is no, they don't care for you. They don't care for you. They don't care a fig leaf for you. And so nuclear war is coming. They welcome nuclear war because Pax Judaica cannot be established with the world as big as it is today. Israel is too small, and so the world has to be downsized. The world has to become smaller for Pax Judaica to be established. That is the sad reason. War is now inevitable. But is not the end of the story? Is it Russia's destiny to do what happened in the Second World War, 26 million? The First World War, again, I think about 20 million. Always it was Russia that made the greatest sacrifice of all. And today Russia is not afraid. Russia knows what will be the consequences of nuclear war. But the Russian profile is plain and clear as daylight. Russia is saying we are not afraid. Time, of course, is on the side of Russia. The longer they wait to attack Russia, of course with another 9/11, the better would it be for Russia. We don't have the time to take you to Surah Al-Kahf of the Quran, which takes us to the Black Sea. The Black Sea is in the Quran, in Surah Al-Kahf, and Crimea is in the Black Sea. And they never wanted Russia to have control over Crimea. Before you were born, there was a war called the Crimean War, 1851 to 1853, and that war was fought to deny Russia Crimea. And then they created the Soviet Union. They did it. And in 1954, 6 years after Israel was born, the Soviet Union did something quite strange. The Soviet Union handed over Crimea to Ukraine. And the master plan was that Ukraine will join NATO. And then Russia will give marching orders, get out. But look at the story now. Russia has, I didn't say Russia has claimed and taken, I said Russia has reclaimed Crimea. And Russia, the naval nuclear power, is now exerting its influence and power all over the Black Sea, which is why Turkey is crazy now. Turkey is going crazy now. We now come to the last part of my talk, the destiny of Russia. There is a lot in Christian eschatology which we still have to learn. My duty is to bring Islamic eschatology to the table. The Quran speaks about a time when Jews are going to be displaying the greatest hatred and enmity and hostility for Muslims. But it's a schoolboy methodology to say the Quran is speaking about all Jews. The Quran is not speaking about all Jews. We just have to look at the prison camp called Gaza, and we can see the visible sign of that hatred and enmity and hostility in Gaza. And the conscience of the world is showing their sympathy for Gaza. At the same time, says the Quran, that you find this Jewish hatred and enmity and hostility. And remember, we're not talking about all Jews. You will find another people who will display the same profile of hatred and enmity for Islam and for Muslims. And they are a people whose foundation is based on blasphemy. And that is where modern Western civilization today is taking mankind. Everything that the Lord God has prohibited, they are permitting. The Lord God has prohibited homosexuality. I'm talking about the Lord God, not Washington. The Lord God has prohibited homosexuality. And when He destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah because of homosexuality, He destroyed them in a way that would send a message for the rest of mankind until eternity. That if you return to this, I will return with my punishment. And what they're doing today is forcing upon the governments to legislate for marriage of a man with another man. And if you don't do it, your money is going to be attacked. Your economy can be destroyed. This is the unfortunate expression because black is a beautiful color. They call it blackmail. You have blackmail, you have Black Friday. They don't like the black color. But Russia says no. And Russia has enacted legislation prohibiting homosexuality. And Eastern Orthodox Christianity is standing up against them. And so the Eastern Orthodox Christian world is not a part of your modern Western civilization. Your Eastern Orthodox Christian world does not have this arrogant agenda of imposing its rule on all of mankind. The Orthodox Christian world does not have the agenda of seeking to transform all the rest of mankind into carbon copies of itself.